What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Handyman Life. Thanks so much for tuning into the channel. Today I'm going to be working on a little something in my master bathroom. I've already done quite a few things in here, but there's one little thing that's just been bugging me, so I'm going to go ahead and knock it out. See, there's always a project going on. I've already managed to remove the one big mirror that was here and patch the drywall from that. There was one light up top. If you look real close, you can kind of see where my texture patching was, but I swapped that into two separate lights and the one mirror for two separate pivot mirrors. These things are really awesome, really nice, from Pottery Barn, and they tilt back down just depending. And obviously they're really cool because you can see yourself from your toes to your head in the mirror. I also put this little nook in where there was a fold out magnetic medicine cabinet. And then over here, I put in this backsplash behind the toilet. And then, so the one thing that's been bothering me since I did that was down here on the toilet feed line. Obviously, it's still in working condition, but it just looks old and crappy with the gray plastic line. And so I've got this new one here that will look a lot better and a lot more updated on that. And then while we're at it, we're also gonna go ahead and swap this valve out with a nice new shiny one. So let's get it started. All right, so I've got my new valve right here. And you can see this is actually a quarter turn valve, whereas this one is more like a gate valve. You have to turn it multiple times to turn these on and off. Whereas on a quarter turn valve, all you have to do is turn this 90 degrees and it'll fully shut the valve. So these are the updated ones. These are the new standard, and that's what we're gonna be putting in because I am really just renovating the house little step by little step. And so you guys will be able to see more of that. Be sure to go ahead and give the channel a subscribe, and I'm gonna be working on getting some other videos put together to show some of the progress that's already been done. So before we get started on replacing the valve and messing with anything that has to do with water where it could leak, cause damage, we want to go ahead and shut off the main water supply to the house. Out into the garage. And the main water supply is over here. I hope Stephanie's not doing dishes. Let's just go ahead and shut that off. Head back in. All right, got my tool bag. A couple other things we're gonna need. It's gonna be these pliers here. These things are awesome. And I've also got some good Teflon tape, and then what I really like to use though is this Teflon paste. It's awesome, it's great for potable water, and it definitely gives a good seal. All right, so we got the original hose off, as well as all the water drained out of the valve. There'll be more that comes out of the copper tube when I pull this valve off. And this valve actually is still in working condition for the most part. I don't think I can close it. Yeah, this valve is actually still in fairly good shape. So really the only reason I'm replacing it is to bring it up to date and to make it nice and new and shiny so it matches all the updates in the bathroom. So this is pretty cool because this is always the same size nut. This is always the same size thread pattern. And so generally I just put on some of the Teflon paste around these threads, and then you can see whoever put this valve on had the right idea and had some of the paste on the copper tube, which allowed it to come off very easily. And we're just gonna go ahead and leave that on there when we put the new one on. And the threading, the paste will go into the threads, and we'll be able to compress this thing. I just tighten it up a little bit more, and you can see the brass compression fitting there for the seal. So let's go ahead and get it done. So we got everything connected, including the hose put on. You can see the new valve looks so much nicer and cleaner. And now all we got to do is go turn the water back on and make sure that there are no leaks. Whenever you turn the water back on, always move it slow. I got the vacuum breaker system over here. Just turn it on real nice and slow. You didn't see it in the video, but I let the water pressure go when I went back inside from the master bathroom sink. So that means that when we walk back into the bathroom, that sink will be on, which means that it helped let all the air pressure out, and we are back to full flow. Go ahead and cut that off. Now we are back to full pressure in the system, and that's the perfect opportunity to come down here and just check for any drips. And it looks like we got a little bit right there, so all we got to do is go ahead and tighten it up until that stops. Alright guys, there it is. I got it all super tight and we're not having any leaks, and I'm super happy with how it turned out. Obviously it looks way better than when we started, and now we just gotta clean up. So that's gonna finish it up for this episode. We're just gonna keep it short and sweet today. I hope you enjoyed the show. If so, make sure your post notifications are on so you don't miss out on anything. You can also find me on Instagram at @thehandymanlife. I appreciate all the love and support. Drop your comments down below and we'll catch you next time. Remember, you can do anything you put your mind to. Peace.